I'm just curious. And now you just heard Jasmine's remark about Singapore, that there are not so many people dialyzing at home and so on. So, what do you think about that?
I think it's very interesting. Every country is so different, or even within countries, there is quite a lot of variation. I believe that the barriers to perhaps not having more people on home dialysis in different countries, there's a lot of fear about home dialysis, I think. Perhaps there's quite a lot of belief still within the medical community that perhaps patients are not capable of learning and to do their dialysis at home. And then I think a lot of patients find that idea quite scary. People tend to be introduced to dialysis and it's a very medicalized procedure. You know, there's big machines, there's needles, there's blood. And I think that the way you introduce people to dialysis right at the beginning is very, very important to make it feel comfortable, make them realize that actually it is safe. They are perfectly capable. Most people are capable of learning to dialyze themselves or to work with a care partner at home. So I think it's sad that not everyone around the world has that access, because it really is life-changing. I've been on dialysis 3 times a week just for the short periods of time when I've either been in hospital or training to go home. And the way I felt in terms of fatigue and the fluid and the diet restrictions, it was very, very challenging. It made my week very difficult to plan because I had to always be going to the hospital. And I think that people get comfortable in that regime. And as you said, Jasmine, they perhaps prefer to have their care done for them and the work is done for them. But I think we need to get better at telling people how good the benefits are and how much more freedom and how much more well-being they might have if they dialyze at home. And also persuading people that doing more dialysis is actually better, even though people who don't really want to do more hours because they already have to do, 3 times a week and put 4 hours on the machine. But if you take away the travel and you perhaps fit it into the schedule that you want to do, whether that's evenings or early morning or nighttime, then the burden of those hours is much easier to bear. And then you can fit more sessions in or more hours, which is when you start to feel so much better. So I know there are many complexities to it, but I think we just need to really change the message and the narrative around home and encourage everybody